disabilities, especially visually impaired, which basically, could mean blind people. I mean, they've been protesting in San Francisco by Uber and Lyft, saying that in many cases, they just get left behind, and that drivers with their vehicles are not taking these service dogs along for a ride. So we need to take a step back here, because we as drivers have complained about this issue many times. Lyft just throws us into the cold water, into the deep end. We thinking maybe that's a passenger with a pet. They're not identifying themselves properly, and that's probably the biggest issue, is that they're not identifying themselves with the paperwork. It's not like drivers are working against people with disabilities or people that are visually impaired, people that are blind. Look, we have a heart. We are compassionate. But it's Lyft and Uber that put us in the situation of all these unknown factors. I mean, is this a rider trying to pull a fast one with a pet? Is this really an individual that has disabilities and can legally take their pet in our car, right? And the problem should lie between those associations of the disabled people and Uber and Lyft, the headquarters, not with drivers. These passengers should not take out the beef with riders. And often these people with disabilities or visually impaired or blind people, then turn to the media, and it's like, bad driver. Listen, people, we're trying to work with you. But unfortunately, between you, the impaired person, or the visually impaired person, or the disabled person, and us, the driver, lies the company that is completely clueless. And in this channel, many times over, and maybe they finally listened, right? They finally listened when they were embarrassed, my friends, right? When they were embarrassed in San Francisco, when these people went and protested, they realized, shit, maybe we really should do something here and take more responsibility. Don't just push it over onto the driver all the time and expect the driver to be the ambulance service and the visually impaired service. I mean, they're expecting us to do all these things. We don't have the training for that. We don't know what the paperwork looks like. We don't know if this is an Uber pet person trying to take the cat or a dog along for a free ride, or if this really is an impaired person. And it's not like drivers are bad and trying to punish these people. No, not at all. Trying to work with you. But it's the incompetent company in between us that screws things up. So in this channel, and you can go back many times, I said, listen, find a way where a passenger can download all the credentials, all the paperwork, so that they are accredited, right? Just like they're supposed to have these verified riders. Verify the person with disabilities. Verify them if they say that they are visually impaired and need a dog in our car. Verify them. So, and many times on this specific topic, that's what I've been saying, because it's very simple, right? Download your credentials into the app so that we are prepared. More importantly, so that we know you are legit. So we know, oh, this person, okay, that I'm about to pick up, they are blind, or they're visually impaired, or maybe they can't see, but they have a guide dog, and I'm prepared. I'm prepared for that trip. And, they have the right to be in the vehicle. I'm not trying to, like someone trying to just take a pet along and pretending that they like, a dog for disabled person. Oh, I need to take my pet along for the, well, do you have the paperwork? Are you disabled? Do you have any certification? Well, we're not allowed to ask those questions legally, right? We're not allowed to ask those questions. So be proactive, Uber and Lyft. And this was shared years ago already. Every year I've been reminding them, just have them upload their documentation to show that they are legit. And finally they come out today, Lyft at least. I hope that Uber follows. I truly hope that Uber follows, right? And they say, now these disabled people can create their profile, become accredited, so that when they arrive by the driver shortly before the pickup is alerted. Now notice this, my friends. Notice this. Sorry, I'm not reading the messages. A lot of messages. Kevin, Daryl, all of the people in the house. Notice that you are only alerted about this verified disabled individual with their guide dog moments before they arrive. Because, my friends, if that criteria of this isn't a trip opportunity, pick up A, take them to B, and by the way, this individual is accredited, they are disabled, they are visually impaired, and they will be with a guide dog. Do you think that a driver, honestly, do you think that a driver will accept that trip? No. So they announce that shortly before you arrive. Smart thing on Lyft's behalf. I hope that Uber follows, right? Because I can tell you, if you were going to give those criteria up front, a lot of drivers would not take a visually impaired person with a pet along for the drive, because the way the driver thinks, and this is what Lyft and Uber need to respect. They're not respecting our vehicle, my friends. They're not respecting our car, right? They automatically, okay, this person has disabilities. I feel sorry for them, right? Must be tough. But Uber and Lyft automatically expect, it's fine. They can put that dog in. Usually they're big Labrador vehicles, Labrador dogs. They're not small dogs. And they get in your car. Now they're well behaved, they've been trained, but they are still big furry animals in your car. They fart, they might piss, they definitely leave hair, and one thing they definitely do is they scratch your seats. Now, all of a sudden, all of us have to gear up, maybe get a pet blanket, right? You got to go and spend the money on the pet blanket. How about Uber and Lyft? Because you're putting these people, right? In the beginning, it was without our knowledge. Now, apparently, it's going to be with our knowledge. Lyft is going to tell us and warn us, hey, there's a disabled person or visually impaired person with a specialized guide dog getting into your car. If that's the case, Uber and Lyft, you need to provide the pet blankets. These pet blankets are not cheap, right? They $50, $60, maybe $70 for a pet blanket that fits over the seat. I feel like, how do you feel about this? But I feel like Uber and Lyft need to supply those blankets. If they are advertising, oh, disabled people, you can take trips with Uber and Lyft, our drivers will accommodate you and your dogs, then you need to provide the blanket. Or how about this? The person that's traveling with a special guide dog, even if they're visually impaired, bring your pet blanket along. Why are we expected to put money out of our pocket? And truly, these people should be booking specialized services. There should be specialized transport for this. Just like, there's ambulances for sick people. And I'm going to come out with another video probably tomorrow morning about how we are supposed to be caregivers and how we are supposed to work with patients. Justin Houghton, you're too kind, my friend. You're too kind. Love you, brother. Thank you for keeping us informed. Coffee. Haha. Coffee time. Justin keeps the coffee flow going. I appreciate you. So kind of you. Thank you. Uber and Lyft, they just have all these expectations from the drivers. Oh, they can handle patients. They can take people to the ER. They can pick up people after a surgery. They can go to the hospital. People that are drugged up, people that have just come out of a surgery. We don't have the training for that, fools. We don't have the training for that, David Risher. Or my son that's studying to become a surgeon. I mean, he spent months and months getting this like ambulance, whatever, to ride along in these ambulances so that if something happens, he knows what to do. Well, what do you think? Like a 15-minute video is going to educate us to become a nurse or a caregiver or an ambulance driver or a driver for a guide dog and somebody that's blind, visually impaired. And I understand. I truly understand. Again, Justin, thank you. I truly understand that these visually impaired people are protesting at Uber and Lyft. And why are they protesting? Because they often get just left behind, right? They often, like, they're there with their walking stick, they can't even see. They think that the car's coming, and the car doesn't come, or the car takes off. Driver sees the dog, hell no, cancel. We are not fully in the picture, dear disabled person. This is between you and Uber and Lyft. I have hiccups, I apologize. We are being drawn into this battle. We are made to look like the bad guys. And we've been burned so many times by people. This is a fact, right? We've been burned so many times by passengers that bullshit us. Oh yeah, this is a guide dog, or this is my special needs dog. And in fact, they're not. They're not. They're just trying to take the pet along for a free ride. Oh yeah, I need this dog. This is my, special needs dog or whatever. No, what we've said before, finally, apparently they're doing. Uber has to do this. Dara Koshashawi, if you're listening in, you need to do this. All of their credentials, if they are disabled, if they are visually impaired, whatever, upload all the documentation so that they are verified. We've been preaching this in my channel a lot. And then what type of dog can I expect? Okay, I'm going to have a St. Bernard, or I'm going to have a Pyrenean Mountain Dog, or I'm going to have a Labrador, or I'm going to have an Alsatian. These are big dogs, ladies and gentlemen. These guide dogs are usually smart, big dogs, intelligent dogs. So not a little Chihuahua is not going to be a guide dog, right? It's not going to be a guide dog. It's a big, usually big Labradors, and they have like a leash on them, and they trained, and they guide the person. That's why they're called guide dogs. So now if we know, we prepared, right? We prepared. We know, okay, blind person about to get into my car with a guide dog's a Labrador. Might give me like 5 minutes to get my pet blanket ready, right? Because the one thing Uber and Lyft, and dear disabled person, no disrespect, but this is our car, right? If you have leather or vinyl, I've transported dogs and big dogs, and some of them have done damage to my car. My private clients have paid for that. But a lot of expectations put on us, but they're not covering the costs. It's the same when they put drunk people in our car. They throw up and vomit, and your car's destroyed, right? Your car's destroyed, and you have to get professional cleaners and chemicals, and that's not cheap. And they often think, $80 is gonna. No, it's not. $500 is not even gonna cover your costs, because it's not just about cleaning the car. You might be out of commission for a few days because your car just reeks of the stenchy vomit, and you can't drive that day. If that happens that night and you were planning to drive for 5-6 hours, your night is over. And I think it's the same if you have a big guide dog. I don't think they're going to piss in your car, but you have all this hair. I mean, Labradors are hairy animals. It's usually number one guide dog, right? A lot of hair. Now you have to clean up. It's not fair towards that next rider that gets in your car. I mean, do they want all the hairs on the carpets, hairs on the seats? No. It is Uber and Lyft's job to provide every driver. Thank you, my friend. Thomas, Thomas is in the house. He just threw down $10. He says Uber and Lyft deliberately hide it from us. Well, they need to, now they need to disclose it. Yeah, you're correct. They've been hiding it from us and they've been surprising us. Now they have to, obviously these people have been protesting. They're like, listen, we don't want to be left behind. So now they have to disclose this to us. And Thomas is right. They have to disclose this. First they were hiding it. And maybe Thomas can come on to my show. Thomas and I met years and years ago. We met at a restaurant, and Thomas had a vision to start his own private company, transport. We discussed it, and we helped each other. Today is a very, very successful private transportation company in San Diego with multiple drivers driving for him. In fact, I promised to make a video in the next few days. He sent me a lot of photos and business cards. And not only do I want to promote a friend in San Diego, but maybe even just like on a phone call, we're doing a live feed, on that particular one, Thomas, you can sort of explain to the drivers how you transitioned out of Uber and Lyft and how, look, the other day you got $1,000. Send me a picture, $1,000 on a booking. He took the people there and he took the people back. It was a long booking. They gave him $1,000. Oh, there's a cop car flying by here. And I'm sure Thomas would share some valuable information on that. But yeah, they were hiding this information from us. And the truth is we didn't really know. Is this a legitimate disabled person or a person with disabilities or visual impaired that has a licensed guide dog? Or is this just someone who's trying to bullshit us and get a free ride with a pet? We were constantly kept in the dark by Uber and Lyft, and we took constant abuse to our vehicles, our seats, etc. because of this. So Uber and Lyft need to step up here. If they're expecting us to drive people with disabilities or visually impaired, they need to step up in multiple ways. We need to get all the details up front. We need to know what we are getting into, what size dog, and in all honesty, Lyft, send a pink blanket. Go out and make pink Lyft pet blankets for our cars. Because David Risher, it is unfair that the wear and tear should be on us. These individuals need to take special transport. There's special transport out there for these individuals. But Uber and Lyft, like, oh no, we'll take you along for the trip. But they're not preparing. They're not professionally prepared. It's just the same way that Uber and Lyft say, oh, you know what, we're an ambulance service. Well, we're not fucking trained to be an ambulance driver or a person that's handling a medical emergency. That's not our job. It's not our job. We signed up for Rideshare and we signed up for food delivery. We didn't sign up for Uber Teen. We didn't sign up for Uber bullshit share trips. We didn't sign up for Uber Caregiver. We didn't sign up for Uber ambulance service. We didn't sign up for Uber guide dog service. No, we signed up for Rideshare. And it's bullshit that they're putting all these expectations. Oh, and by the way, we're getting the same crummy pay. It's not like, oh, they're paying you $15, $20 extra for a guide dog. Or they're paying you double the amount for a shared trip. Or they're paying you a lot additional because you're taking Uber Teen. No, it's the same bullshit crappy pay. Oh, do all of these extra things here. Take these on, take guide dogs, take teens, take shared trips, take pets. Be an ambulance service and not pay us. Like, what the heck? So, it infuriates me. I mean, you can see I'm worked up. I don't enjoy the way we get taken for granted. I don't enjoy the way we get treated where it's, oh, surprise. Oh, and another surprise. But guess what? You're not getting paid for that surprise. Jay Garcia in the house. Marcel is in the house. Madnan is in the house. Gary's in the house. Let's see who else is in the house. Remedy Rules is in the house. Says my mic is making weird sounds. Is my mic making weird sounds, ladies and gentlemen? Is my mic making weird sounds? Could be the vents. Could be the air vents. So yeah, leave your, my mic is making weird sounds. How about now? So leave a comment for Uber and Lyft. I mean, address David Risher, address Dara Koshashawi. Is it better? Thank you. Address them in the comments box. Like, if you're expecting us to take a visually impaired person with a Labrador guide dog, you need to do this, this, and that. And it has to be mandatory that these individuals download all their papers. Just like let's put the shoes on the other foot, right? Just like we are expected to take our car for an inspection, right? Our car has to be ready and we have to get it inspected. Well, so do these individuals have to upload. We have to upload inspection forms. Oh, our car is good. It's good to go. Well, you guys with disabilities and visually impaired, you guys need to upload your documentation. Upload a picture of your doggy, upload the weight of your dog, upload the breed of your dog. It's only fair. We need to be prepared. What is coming our way? The one thing drivers hate, and this is why they canceled David Risher. This is why they canceled Dara Koshashawi. We hate surprises. And you love surprising us. You love putting us into situations. It is wrong to force a driver to bundle UberX, Comfort, and X Share. It's wrong. They should all be standalones. Uber Shared should be a standalone. Uber Teen, Uber Pet should be a standalone. Where we the driver decide, okay? Where we the driver decide as an independent contractor, you know what? I'm going to pass on that one. I'm not taking that. Now, unfortunately, with disabled people or visually impaired who have special dogs for that, they call them guide dogs. The rules state that we have to take these people with their dogs. If that is the case, it truly is up to Uber and Lyft to make that experience for both sides, for them and for us, as professional as possible. So how about you buy a few million blankets, send them out, pet blankets. They're special, like blankets that fit on your back seat, right? And how about you perfect, just like we have to upload an inspection form, they have to upload all the forms. We need to be prepared. No more surprises, Risha. No more surprises, Koshashawi. Again, we don't like surprises. Jay Goss, anyone here that has private clients or built out private clientele? Well, you all know that I promote like crazy my private driver, private chauffeur course. The link is below at GigRocket. Why do I promote it? Because if you guys knew what money I make at the end of the week doing private trips, you'd want to do it yourself. But you have to follow the formula. And because autonomous vehicles are only 2-3 years away, because the big plan is to replace us with AVs, as I said in my live feed yesterday, start taking their clients. You're an independent contractor, start doing independent deals with these individuals, not on that very trip that just got booked, but on future trips. Educate them on future trips. I can offer you that same $100 ride for $80 as a private driver. Please start thinking along those lines, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll bring Thomas Gibson on, who San Diego Rideshare Pro. He was in the feed early on. He will tell you how lucrative this business is. And I can tell you that Thomas Gibson would not go back to driving 100% Uber and Lyft. He now knows his worth. He now knows that a client yesterday paid him $1,000. $1,000 from one client. Took the clients there, waited, took them back. $1,000. Not making this up. Marcus Friday is in the house. We should have known you in 2020. I would have been taking their clients. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Marcus. Put a smile on my face, bro. Appreciate you. Take their clients. You're an independent contractor. And please, ladies and gentlemen, don't convince your rider to cancel the trip so you can turn it into a cash trip. No, satisfy that trip because it's already booked through the Uber platform. Fulfill that trip through Uber or Lyft, but set yourself up for the next trip and the trip after that and the trip after that. You know, that is the way to do it. That is the way to market yourself as an independent contractor. Because now there's like apparently no surprises. Apparently we're supposed to know shortly before we pick up, disabled person or blind person or visually impaired person, as they call them, with a guide dog. Apparently we're going to be prepared. Now that information's not going to be in the upfront information. It won't. While we're on upfront information, why is Uber forcing you to take 5 out of 10 trips? Accept 5 out of 10 trips, or otherwise you're not going to get the upfront information of that trip. So you did 4 out of 10. Punishment time. No, we're not giving you the upfront information. This is information, just like the information on the disabled person. That's part of the contract. That has to be shared. Where am I picking up? Where am I dropping off? Who am I picking up? Am I picking up an individual with a guide dog? All of those criteria are part of the contract. We need to know those. And then it should be up to us. It should be up to that independent contractor. If he or she wants to cancel or not accept, there should not be any retaliation. My friends, when Uber and Lyft retaliates to the point that they deactivate you, I love those ones. We fight those ones right into small claims court. We file a legal appeal at Gig Rocket, and then we take them for the full $6,000 or $10,000. Because it's very easy to explain to a judge, hey, I'm an independent contractor. Why is Uber and Lyft retaliating and punishing me? I mean, why is Uber and Lyft only disclosing in certain cities the upfront information as long as I accepted 5 out of 10? If I accepted 3 out of 10, I'm not getting the upfront information. No, we're not going to share that with you. We're going to punish you, little boy. So these bullshit surprises need to end. This is what infuriates. This is what pisses drivers off. This constant bullying or treating us like little children, or leaving information out, or giving us 10% of the information, or giving us no information at all. Surprise, surprise! We're not telling you where you're going. Surprise, surprise! There's a guide dog getting into your car in 10 minutes time. Surprise, surprise! No, all of this information up front. This is a contract. This is a binding contract. Spell it out, Uber and Lyft. Let us know exactly what we are getting to. Let us exactly know where we are picking up and where we are dropping off. Jay Garcia says, sometimes I do better on food deliveries and packages. Well, I don't mind packages. Packages are pretty easy because they don't talk back. You take package from A to B. A lot of my private clients, by the way, go and pick up this, or go and pick up this for us, or catering food, or clothing, or dry cleaning. I charge them the same as a human, right? It's my time, it's my money, it's my miles, it's my vehicle. I don't care if you have a parcel or go and pick up that piece of art. I just got a booking for a lot of money, right? Because I have to have security. I'm transporting very expensive art to Las Vegas, right? In a trailer. Very expensive art, probably worth a few $1,000,000. So I take security with me. In fact, I might even ask Thomas Gibson if he wants to, and then, you know, get paid a lot for that. It's like specialized transport. Well, it's not, no humans we're transporting, but we're transporting expensive art from LA to a mega mansion, probably a $20-30 million house in Las Vegas. Yeah, sign me up. I'll do it all day for the right price. Love, 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 love packages, says Lena. I love packages as well, as long as they're not filled with cocaine or marijuana or LSD or amphetamine or fentanyl. Sure, I'll take your package, but don't let me be a drug mule. I don't want to get into a situation where the recipient might be pissed off with the sender because it's drugs in that parcel. I mean, Uber and Lyft are known to put you in any type of situation. This shit doesn't happen when you have private clients, right? You can actually breathe. You can relax with private clients, really. And when they refer you people, you can relax because these are quality leads. But the riffraff, every single day we have to worry. We go out on Uber and Lyft. Who's going to get into my car today? Who is actually getting into my car today? Especially when the sun goes down and the rats come out. Who's going to be in my car today? It's not a cool feeling. It's a feeling that these executives truly don't understand. Do you think that David Risher or Dara Khosrowshahi have ever done any trips after 12 midnight, ladies and gentlemen? Hell no. Hell no. They're in their bed, they're in the hotel bed, ordering food in, champagne, caviar. Hell no are they driving people around after midnight. They don't know that experience. Love My Hometown says, hey, I will take cocaine and the rest of the drugs, send them to me. True story, I did, and when I was doing Uber SUV, I picked up these guys in Hollywood Hills, and they were big drug dealers. They were like, I think they were Croatians or Serbians, and they actually left. They were so fucking out of it. I dropped them off at the Peninsula Hotel in Beverly Hills, and they actually left a lot of drugs in my car. I mean, it was a lot of money. If you sold that on the black market, it would have been a lot of money. So what did I do? I went to the closest car cleaning vacuum cleaner, put $1.25, and I just sucked up all the drugs, the tablets, the powder. It was worth a lot of money. Nifty 50's in the house. Love you back, my friend. Appreciate you. I really do. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your suggestions. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your donations. We're like a big family here. We take care of each other. And while I'm driving here, my eyes are on the road. I mean, if there's ever a troll in the room or we need to flush someone out, you just say flush, flush. And if I see flush, flush, I look and then I flush them out. Because the good thing is that the community gets rid of those sour apples, right? We get rid of them quickly. We flush them out. Just like once in a while you see me in my live feeds, I use my toilet and I give Dara, the turd Dara, or the turd David the flush, or the turd Tony Zoo a flush, because they deserve it. So to recap, apparently Lyft now is going to start with some form of accreditation where these people can, verify that they are truly disabled people or visually impaired people, and they have a guide dog. I hope all the criteria is uploaded so we know exactly when we reach that point, that pickup point? Is it a blind person? Is it a blind person with a Labrador? Is it a blind person with an Alsatian? I mean, we know what dogs look like, so at least we can start looking out. Oh, there's a person over there with a Labrador. That must be them, right? Help us, Lyft, Uber, and help us to help you. Help us to help the disabled person. Don't throw surprise on us. And don't bundle like X share with X and comfort. I mean, what are you smoking over there? You know, all just constantly changing these conditions on drivers as if we were like lab rats. It's infuriating, it's disrespectful, and it's not honoring who we are. They need to honor the fact that we are independent contractors with our own cars. They're not supplying the cars. Uber and Lyft, you're not supplying the gasoline. You're not even supplying the pet blanket. Yet they put all these demands on us, and they still expect us to pay the same. I'm telling you right now, let's take an Uber share trip. You're doing more work, right? You're doing way more work dealing with way more complex situation when you have 1 or 2 or 3 people in your car and you're doing a shared trip. But you're getting paid the equivalent of UberX. Go from A to B to C. We are only going to pay you UberX rates, which is 30% you, 70% us. You should be paying double or triple the amount if we're doing shared. Maybe if they paid double or triple for a shared, maybe drivers would start taking them. But drivers are not fools. You know, we Uber Pet. Why don't we sign up for Uber Pet? Because you're not making it worth our while. Destroying our car, our seats, it's not worth our while because you're not paying us. They, you know, for Uber Teen, there should be automatically another $10 on top. We're dealing with all of these complications, yet they still want to pay us UberX rates. And if it's an UberX rate, let me use $100 for example, which is hardly ever happens, but it's usually $70 for them and $30 for us, or $35 for us and $65 for them. And the next video or tomorrow's video that I'm going to be making about these, you know, caregiver ambulance services, all these additional video materials. We're supposed to learn all this crap in 15 minutes? I don't think so. All right, my friends, so back to the road here. This is where I am right now, sunset. Based on that sign, let's see who gets it right. Based on that sign, where am I? Based on that sign, who gets it? Oh, by the way, I am going to be in Las Vegas. I'm going to be in Las Vegas on October the 26th. Can we meet? Let's have pizzas, lunch. I'm going to sponsor. I want to get together with some Vegas. And maybe some Vegas drivers want to join me at MGM. I have tickets for Lenny Kravitz. I have 3 extra tickets. So it's me plus 3. I can take 3 drivers. Let me know if you're in Vegas and you want to join me to a concert that I'm paying for. I'm paying for the tickets. I'm paying for the dinner. Viva Las Vegas. My wife, unfortunately, she's away because otherwise I would have taken my wife and the kids with us. We got 44 people in the house. Smash this thing. It looks like this. It's a thumbs up. It's a like. It's called a like button. Smash it hard. If we have 44 people in the house, I should have 44 likes. 4 or 5, almost. 4 or 5. Yep, Valley. Somebody just got that right. The Valley, exactly. We're on the 101 traveling north. We are passing Balboa Boulevard. Does anybody know that? Balboa Boulevard. Passing Balboa Boulevard on the 101. Encino. That's it. Lena knows. Encino. There we go. Correct answer. The Valley. I'm in for Vegas. Okay, well, you have my email underneath my video. I'm gonna add it to this video once we end the live feed. Hit me up. Hey, I'm in Vegas. Want to join you on October the 26th. Lenny Kravitz. Anybody know Lenny Kravitz? American Woman is what I need. Lenny Kravitz, man, it's old school. And Thomas Gibson, you're welcome to join me. I'm driving up. You're welcome to join me to Vegas. You're welcome. All right, amigos, amigas, my friends, meine Freunde, my Freunde. Thank you, merci, gracias, spasiba, danke. We are now going to concentrate on the 101 and basically sent a very loud message to Uber and Lyft. Prepare us. If you surprise us, you need to prepare us. We need to know. And the more information your riders, your clients can download, the better we are prepared. And that starts with, what is the impairment? Are they visually impaired? Are they blind? If they are, well, who is joining them? Okay, a specialized guide dog. What type of guide dog? Is it an Alsatian? Is it a Labrador? The more information we get, the better prepared we are. Exactly, LA. I want to get away. I want to fly. So true. I want to get away. Exactly. Pedram says, I am from Iran. Good luck, brother. I don't really need luck. Good luck to Uber and Lyft. Yeah, good luck. No, you're right. Good luck expecting that from them. Exactly. Hollywood. Safe driving, everyone, says Madnan. Exactly. All of that information. You're 100% correct. Pedram, you're 100% correct, my friend. All right, I wish you all a great night. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'm going to load some cars on the trailer still tonight. Drive them down to Long Beach. Find myself a beautiful old Corvette, a 68 Corvette. I'm driving it down to Long Beach to get it all fixed up nicely. Coming back from a private trip right now. Thank you, everyone. Be safe out there. God bless you all. Sharing is caring. And let's have each other's back, huh? We look out for each other. Thank you, my friends. Michael just entered the room. Share the video. Thank you, guys. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. Be safe, please. Be safe.